All right, hello, I'm Silver Kyle, and today I'd like to talk about what Microsoft has been doing lately with their Xbox One backwards compatibility, and how I think this is just so awesome, and it's getting better and better as we go on. So originally, when the Xbox One launched, it did not have backwards compatibility, which was kind of a downer because the Xbox 360 had backwards compatibility with the original Xbox. And eventually, they added it. They added, I think 2 years ago it was, they said that Xbox 360 games, some of the games, would be able to be played on the Xbox One. And as the time went on, they added more and more games to that list. Recently, I think as of last year in November, they added even more and went further than that by saying that original Xbox games could also be played on the Xbox One. So you could play not only last generation, the Xbox 360, but the first generation of Xbox with the original Xbox games being played on Xbox One. I love that idea. I am so looking forward to some of the games they're going to be putting on these because I'm a guy that does keep my Xbox 360. I keep my PS3. I keep my Wii U, my Wii. I keep all my old consoles, but they're not always hooked up. And the ease of just having these like pretty much on one system makes it so much easier. But they've gone even further than that, and they're enhancing some of these games. For example, just recently, as of yesterday, they put up an update for Red Dead Redemption, and it is now enhanced, and it looks beautiful. There's an actual video online that you can check out. I'll put it in the link description box below of a comparison for the Xbox 360 version versus the Xbox One Enhanced Edition. And it's beautiful. Like, when I saw that, I was like, okay, I have to go download this game. So I ended up going and putting the disc into my Xbox One. It read it. It downloaded it onto my Xbox One X. And then not only is it an enhanced edition, but it also comes with the DLC. I never got to play the Undead Nightmare, which is honestly one of the few DLCs that I probably should have bought. But I always just never liked the idea of paying for DLC. I like physical formats. And they did actually come out also with a physical edition of the Undead Nightmare. But once again, I just never picked it up. But now I have that because from what I gather, I think that any game that they bring over to the Xbox One with backwards compatibility, as long as you have the disc, whether it's the complete edition that would have all the DLC, because sometimes the discs would have that, or it's just the regular standard game, they'll give you the DLC for free. It's awesome. So I actually ended up playing just the campaign for a little bit, the regular campaign, but I think I'm going to stop that and go and play the Undead Nightmare, which I never got to play because I have beat this game. One of my favorite games of all time. Like, I think in 2010, this was either my favorite game or my second favorite game of that year. Like, it's just a fantastic game. But I just love that Microsoft is just really killing it with the backwards compatibility, because you get to go play the old games that you used to love on your Xbox One, and some of them have enhanced editions of them, like Red Dead right now. And it looks to me like it would be an launch game Xbox One or PS4 game. Maybe a little bit shorter than that, but it's much better than the Xbox 360 version. It is a lot clearer. It's a lot smoother. It just looks more crisp, and I love that. I hope that they continue doing this for a lot more games. I love that they're doing these things for essentially for free. Now, if you don't have these games, you can buy them digitally, or you can go over and go to EB Games, GameStop. I know that my friend Kevin from Team Beardage actually just picked this game up recently for $13 used at EB Games or /GameStop if you're in the States for $14. Like, you can't really go wrong with that. And I'm sure that if you went to a Hawk Shop or somewhere else, you could get it for $10 or $5, or just pay whatever it costs to buy it digitally. I prefer physicals, but yeah. And it doesn't necessarily. It won't actually be when you put the disc in. It downloads it from the internet. It's not actually using the disc afterwards. So it's kind of physical, but kind of digital at the same time. You still have the physical game, but you're not running it off the disc, which I'm fine with. I just like having physical games. So anyway, check the link out in the description box below for the comparison. I'm going to show it to you on my TV just for the heck of it. But it doesn't do it justice. It really won't do it justice on my camera. So I'm going to show it to you real quick. Oh boy. Alright, so let's make that a little bit smoother. Okay, so that's the game. Currently paused. I need to back up a little bit. There we go. That's as good as we're gonna get. It looks just, to me, this is amazing. Let's go get, what was that just ran? It's a regular dog. Okay. So let's go over here. I would love if they did a Grand Theft Auto 4 upgrade like this. I would go back to that, and especially if they had the DLC. I do have the DLC, but I've never played the DLC. I have the physical disc. This is just, it's so nice. It's as if you're playing, you know, this was made for Xbox One, and it makes me that much more excited also to try out Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm hoping that they kind of look at the games that are kind of coming out, and 6 months to a year before they actually come out, they put out the original game. I mean, if it isn't already out. So, for example, when a new Grand Theft Auto game comes out, I hope that they do this to Grand Theft Auto 4. And I hope that we also get Vice City and Grand Theft Auto 3 and San Andreas from the original Xbox. I think that would also be really cool. So, there you have it. Red Dead Redemption Enhanced on the Xbox One. Looks beautiful, and I'm really digging this, and I hope that they continue doing this with a lot more games. I'll talk to y'all next time. You've been bearded in. Beardage!